Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's David coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. I hope you're having a good day. So today on this video, as we're coming swiftly up to the 3-year mark anniversary of the channel, actually coming up this weekend. So doing a few special videos to mark the occasion. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to share with you, I think, my favorite whiskeys, bourbons that I tried for the first time here on the channel in front of you. And 3 years, I feel like I'm Phil on The Amazing Race. 3 years, 100 bourbon, well, I don't know how many it was. You know, these, I've tried a lot. So these are my favorites. I've poured over this list, no pun intended. And I came up with 14 selections. So I'm going to do this as a 2-part video. So this video, I am going to discuss a few of them. I don't know if I'm going to do all like 7 and 7. I do have some honorable mentions as well. So let's get those out of the way first. So here they are. And here they are. Put the list down. I don't need it right now. So these are the honorable mentions. We've got Johnny Drum from the Willett Distillery. This is 101 proof. It was my favorite bourbon. But I'm finding the quality of the Willett products is very inconsistent. Whereas the first several bottles I had were so smooth and good. This one's a little harsh. So, you know, it's going to drop to an honorable mention. And there are other bourbons that I do enjoy more, I hate to say, than Johnny Drum. But it is a mainstay on the shelf. And whenever I see it, I'll grab a bottle. Just for sentimental sakes, I guess. Old Granddad Bonded. This is around 25 bucks. This is a good, solid bottled in bond that will not break the bank. Really enjoy it. Awesome bourbon. It should be on your shelf. All of these should be, I think. Rare Breed from Wild Turkey, around 50 bucks. This is a barrel-proof bourbon. This one is 116.8 proof. It is, even at 50 bucks, it's such a bargain and a deal, and you're getting an awesome bourbon for that price at a good high proof. Bowman Brothers, outstanding. This is out of Virginia. I think it's around 30-ish bucks. Really nice, solid, really good bourbon. Honorable mention. And then, sadly, the discontinued Jim Beam 86 proof black. So good. Why didn't I discover this a few years ago? So now let's get to our list of my tops that I like. These already are, okay. HMs, now we go to the, now before anyone poo-poos my selections, and how can I pick some of these over, like, honorable mention stuff, these are just the ones I really enjoy the most. Not that I don't enjoy the honorable mentions, but these are ones I really enjoy. So we're going to start out with 2 tied for 1 place. JTS Brown Bottled in Bond and JW Dant Bottled in Bond. Now, before anyone says, oh yeah, JTS Brown, that's trashy stuff. Well, the 80 proof, I don't care for the Heaven Hill 80 proof stuff. But the Bottled in Bond, they're the same mash bill. They're the same, you know, minimum 4-year age statement. But they taste different. But at about $15-ish a bottle, where you can find it at. Here we don't have it in Ohio, but I gladly pick up a bottle or 2 when I'm down in Kentucky or another state where I can find it. Excellent value in a bottled in bond. Tasty, really enjoyable. I really like both of these. This one tends a little more savory. This one to me is a little bit more sweet. It's amazing what, you know, maybe the change in the distilling season or a blend or the warehouse location, the rickhouse location does to a bourbon. And the proof's in the pudding. So don't go spend a few bucks more for Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. These beat that out handily. So let's check out my next George Dickel Superior 12 Recipe Tennessee Whiskey. It's about $21-ish, $22 MSRP. Available everywhere. This stuff, to me, beats out Jack Daniels because you get a little bit extra proof. And pretty much just about almost any Tennessee whiskey I find that's out there in the wild. Just an excellent value. It's an excellent tasting Tennessee whiskey. People say the George Dickel stuff has this mineral taste. I haven't tried it, or I haven't tasted it with this. Just caramel smoothness. Also, the George Dickel Bottled and Bond that I've had, pricier, but also, and aged a lot longer. Also, really tasty. Excellent value in a whiskey, but an excellent whiskey all around. And as you can see, I think this is my third bottle of it. So, you know, I enjoy this one. So let's see what I got up next on the list. Legent, it's a collaboration between Jim Beam and Suntory. And it is, I got this as a gift for my friends, Alan and Autumn. But I was shocked with how much I like this. Don't let the minimal volume from the bottle fool you. I saved this for a special pour. I'm savoring it. I'm enjoying it. I think it costs, it's around 45 bucks MSRP. It's also, in my opinion, kind of underrated. I don't see a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon, especially with a lot of these Jim Beam products, but I really like it, and this is definitely one of my favorites that I've had. Smoke Wagon, uncut and unfiltered. This is 56.32% alcohol, so what is that? That's like almost 113 proof. This stuff is it? I guess. Yeah. So this stuff is out of Vegas. It is, you know, I've heard a lot of hype about Smoke Wagon. This one is just really good and tasty. It's a bit spendy. I think it's around 75 bucks. It's another one of those special occasion bourbons that I have. But, oh my goodness, it does not let me down. If it wasn't like 10 o'clock in the morning as I'm recording this, I'd have a pour of it right now. But I got a day ahead of me involving some driving, and I don't want to be loopy. So, yeah, the Smoke Wagon. I really like this bourbon a lot. Like the Legent, it's one of those special occasion ones that I have. So, you know, my next special occasion, I think, might be picking up another bottle. So let's see what we got going on for the next selection. Good old Wild Turkey 101. This, I was shocked how much I like it. Before I tried this, I always thought Wild Turkey was just this cheap, you know, run-of-the-mill bourbon. Did not realize just how outstanding it is. In fact, a friend of mine a few years ago, before I had my first bottle, was given a bottle as a gift by an Amish neighbor of his that he had been helping out. And he's like, David, have you ever had Wild Turkey? I'm like, it's probably a good standard bourbon. I don't think it's anything special. But it is a really special, solid, traditional bourbon at 101 proof. And yes, I do prefer it over the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, because it is very, you know, it's very affordable. It doesn't break the bank. It's got a good, solid, meaty proof on it. And it's just a legendary bourbon. So, yeah, it makes my list. It's something I enjoy. No apologies. So, let's check out the next one. Weller. People either love it or they hate it. I think I really enjoy both of these Weller expressions. The Special Reserve is, you know what? It's a solid sub $30 bottle of bourbon. People think it's just is light tasting and doesn't have a lot of depth of flavor, but I really like it. I actually had my first bottle before I started the channel, but I've reviewed it a few times, and because I think the reason why I like it is because it tastes different. It does have a nice lighter, like I'm starting out the evening and having a little bourbon with, you know, just before I have dinner, and then have something a little bit, you know, a little bit meatier with my dinner, which is where the Weller 107 comes in. Just really good, solid bourbon selections. You know, and you can't, unfortunately, you can't find them everywhere. And in some states, when you do find them, this could be like $200. This could be $300. It's not worth it at that price. So if you do happen to travel and you see it for more of an MSRP, this is around 60 MSRP, at least here in Ohio. This is about $26 now. They're good, solid bourbons. I enjoy them for what they are, not because of the hype or the exclusivity. The 107 is probably, I would say, one of my top 5 bourbons anyway. But so there you go. Weller Special Reserve, Weller Antique 107. Both are outstanding, in my opinion, wheated bourbons. So let's check the next one. Okay, so the last one for this part of the video, or this first part, Benchmark Bonded. Now, it's like $20. It's a good, solid bourbon. If you are curious about Colonel E.H. Taylor Bottled and Bond, I've got a bottle. Hold on, I should have grabbed this before. But if you're curious what this tastes like and you can't find it, and you really want to see what it's like, this will give you a really good idea as far as what the Taylor tastes like. Same mash bill, same distillery, same minimum 4-year age statement. It is a little less refined than the Taylor, but for 20 bucks, it's going to give you a good idea. And in a side-by-side, it was almost identical to me in taste. It's a good, solid bourbon. If you see it, spend the 20 bucks and get it. And I don't think you'll be sorry. So there you go. Those are my first 7 of 14. I might throw 1 or 2 others in the next video, just off the top of my head. So there you go. Some of my favorite bourbons I've tried for the first time here on the channel, for you, with you, in front of you. So we'll see you next time in the next part of the video. So until that time, this is me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. I hope your next pour is your best pour. We'll catch you soon, and thanks for watching. Hey everyone, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos as they drop. Thanks for watching.